Grandpa's house felt different. Empty. It was mine now, a gift in his will. Dust covered everything. The air smelled like old books and furniture polish. Grandpa was gone, but his presence lingered. I walked into the kitchen, drawn to the familiar hum of the refrigerator. It was a beast, this fridge. Avocado green, from the 1970s, covered in magnets. Magnets from every vacation, every grandchild's art project. Each one held a memory. I traced the outline of a faded picture of me and Grandpa, grinning with ice cream cones. A lump formed in my throat. I missed him.
The lawyer said there were no surprises in the will, just the house and its contents. Sarah and Paul had no idea how wrong he was. The biggest surprise wouldn't be found in any legal document. It was hidden in plain sight, masked by years of friendship and shared secrets. Sarah arrived the next day, eager to help Sarah and Paul sort through Grandpa's belongings. They'd been best friends since kindergarten, shared everything, secrets, dreams, heartbreaks. Now, they were sharing the daunting task of packing up a lifetime of memories. They fell into a comfortable rhythm, sorting, packing, reminiscing. The air buzzed with shared history. Each object they touched unearthed a story. Grandpa's favorite armchair, where he'd read them bedtime stories. The antique clock on the mantelpiece, a constant presence in Sarah and Paul's childhood. The refrigerator, however, remained untouched, a silent sentinel in the corner, guarding its own set of secrets. Secrets that were about to unravel their world. S1, I did remember. We'd made them in art class, painstakingly gluing glitter and sequins onto construction paper. S2, remember this one? Sarah laughed, pointing to a magnet shaped like a lopsided heart. 3rd grade, Valentine's Day. They were elbow-deep in boxes when Sarah went quiet. She was holding a small, framed photograph. A young woman with kind eyes and a familiar smile. A woman Sarah and Paul had never seen before.
"Who is this?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper.
Sarah hesitated, her face pale. "This," she said, her voice trembling, "is my grandmother."
My breath caught in my throat. "Your grandmother?" I repeated, confused. "What's she doing with a picture of—"
"She's your grandfather's sister," Sarah blurted out.
The words hung in the air, heavy and sharp. The room seemed to shrink, the walls closing in. Sarah and Paul's grandfather, Sarah's great-aunt. It was a connection he never saw coming, a truth hidden in plain sight. The weight of this revelation pressed down on him, stealing his breath. Sarah, his best friend, was somehow connected to his family. A connection that had been kept secret for decades. Why? The question echoed in the silence.
The following days were a blur. Phone calls, hurried explanations. My parents, shocked and confused, revealed a family feud, long buried and best forgotten. A disagreement over land, a betrayal of trust. It had driven a wedge between my grandfather and his sister, a rift that stretched down through generations.
I looked at Sarah, at the familiar curve of her smile, and struggled to reconcile the girl I knew with this tangled web of family history. Anger warred with confusion. Why hadn't she told me? Didn't she trust me?
The answer, when it came, was simple and heartbreaking. Fear. Fear of rejection. Of losing the one constant in her life, our friendship. The foundation of our relationship, once unshakable, now felt fragile, like a house of cards waiting for a breath to topple it.
Forgiveness, I discovered, is a winding road. It wasn't easy to let go of the hurt, the sense of betrayal. But as I sifted through the remnants of my grandfather's life, I realized something important. Holding on to anger, to the past, wouldn't bring him back. It would only poison the present. The refrigerator, a silent witness to our turmoil, seemed to beckon me. I stood before it, tracing the faded images held by the magnets. Memories of laughter, of shared meals, of a love that transcended arguments and misunderstandings.
Sarah's grandmother might have been estranged from my grandfather, but that didn't diminish the bond Sarah and I shared. We had built our own history, our own legacy of friendship, and that, I realized, was worth fighting for.
We didn't have all the answers. There were still missing pieces to our family puzzle. But as Sarah and I stood side by side, packing away the last of Grandpa's belongings, I felt a sense of hope. The avocado green refrigerator, a quirky symbol of a bygone era, would be coming with me to my new home, a reminder of my grandfather, of Sarah, and of the enduring power of forgiveness.
We were more than just friends. We were family, bound by a shared history, both joyful and painful. And as we navigated the future together, I knew that whatever secrets life threw our way, our bond would remain unbreakable.